If you've recently become a parent, you've probably already realized something. Raising a child in Canada isn't cheap, and one of the biggest expenses waiting down the road, post-secondary education. By the time today's newborns graduate high school, a 4-year university degree could cost $120,000. That's before we even talk about books, living expenses, or specialized programming. But here's the good news. The Canadian government has set up a tool to help parents prepare, the Registered Education Savings Plan, or RESP. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about RESPs, how they work, how much free money you can get, contribution limits, withdrawals, strategies, and common mistakes to avoid. So, what is an RESP? An RESP is a government-registered savings plan designed to help Canadian parents save for their child's post-secondary education. But in reality, it's not just a savings account, it is a powerful, tax-sheltered investment vehicle with built-in government incentives. Here's why it should matter to you. Your investments in this account can grow tax-free until withdrawal. The Canadian government offers free grants that boost your contributions to this account. Funds in this account can be used for a wide range of programs, universities, colleges, trade schools, apprenticeships, and so on. And when it's time to withdraw, the taxable portion is attributed to your child, who's likely in a low tax bracket, meaning minimal to no tax owed. In short, it's one of the most efficient ways to prepare for your child's education costs. Now, here's how it works in a nutshell. You make contributions to the plan over time. Inside the RESP, that money can be invested in ETFs, mutual funds, GICs, or even individual stocks. The key benefit, all the growth inside the account is tax-free until withdrawal. And here's where it gets even better. Those contributions don't just grow tax-free, they also unlock government grants that can add thousands of dollars to your savings. But before we talk about grants, let's go over the contribution rules and limits, because this is where most parents make mistakes. Here's what you need to know about RESP contributions. The lifetime contribution limit is $50,000 per child. There is no annual limit on contributions, but if you skip a year, you can only make up for one missed year at a time. For example, if you don't contribute for 3 years, you cannot catch up on all 3. You're limited to doubling up for just one missed year. This is why it's so important to start your RESP as early as possible, ideally in the year your child is born, so you don't lose valuable room. And here's a warning. If you overcontribute beyond the $50,000 lifetime cap, the excess amount is penalized at 1% per month until withdrawal. Rule of thumb is always aim for $2,500 a year if you can. That's how you maximize free money without overcomplicating things. Let's talk about CESG, the Canadian Education Savings Grant. Under this grant, the government matches 20% of your contributions up to $2,500 a year. That means if you contribute $2,500, you'll receive the maximum annual grant of $500. Over time, this can add up to a lifetime maximum of $7,200 per child. If you missed a year, you can catch up by contributing up to $5,000 in a single year, earning up to $1,000 in grants. But remember, you can only catch up for one missed year at a time. Now let's talk about the Canada Learning Bond, or CLB. This is designed for lower income families. Under this, you get $500 just for opening the RESP and $100 per year until your child turns 15. That adds up to $2,000 total, even if you never contribute a dollar yourself. Now, there are 3 types of RESPs, and choosing the right one depends on your family situation. First, there is the individual RESP. It is best if you're saving for one child and it provides you with maximum flexibility. You decide contributions, investments, and withdrawals. And if that child doesn't attend post-secondary, you can usually transfer funds to another beneficiary or withdraw subject to certain rules. Fees are generally low at banks, credit unions, or brokerages for such accounts. Then there is the family RESP. This is ideal if you have multiple children, as contributions and grants can be shared among siblings. If one child doesn't go to school, another can use the funds, or if one child's program is more expensive, more RESP money can be allocated to them. Here are the different types of RESPs, and choosing the right one depends on your family situation. Here's how withdrawals work. When your child starts post-secondary education, withdrawals fall into 2 categories. A, your contributions. These are always withdrawn tax-free since you've already paid the tax before contributing. And B, grants and investment growth, which is also called educational assistance payments, or EAPs. These are taxable but in your child's hands. Now, since most students have little income, this usually means very little to no tax. But here are some important rules to know. During the first 13 weeks of enrollment, EAP withdrawals are capped at $5,000. After that, as long as your child remains enrolled, there is no cap. A small withdrawal strategy is to use EAPs first when your child's income is lowest and save contributions for later since they are tax-free. Now, if your child does not go to post-secondary, you get your contributions back tax-free. Investment growth, however, becomes accumulated income payments, which are taxed at your then tax rate plus a 20% penalty. To avoid this, you can transfer up to $50,000 into your RRSP if you have room. RESP accounts can stay open for 36 years, so you have time if plans change. Family RESPs offer even more flexibility since funds can be reassigned to another child. Here's a pro tip. Always confirm that the post-secondary institution is eligible under RESP rules. That way, withdrawals won't be blocked when you need them. Now let's talk about some strategies to maximize your RESP benefits. Start early. The earlier you contribute, the more you benefit from compounding and grant eligibility. Contribute at least $2,500 per year if you can. That's how you unlock the full CESG. Catch up strategically. Remember, you can only catch up for one missed year at a time. Invest for growth early, then shift to safer investments as withdrawals approach. Now let's talk about RESP versus TFSA strategy. Once you've contributed enough to unlock the full CESG, about $36,000 total, consider directing additional savings into a TFSA if there is room. This way you get the best of both worlds, government grants from RESP and maximum flexibility from the TFSA. RESPs are one of the most powerful tools Canadian parents have to prepare for their child's education. They combine tax-free growth, government grants, and flexible withdrawals all in one plan. To make this easier, I have provided a number of links in the description below to help you read more about RESPs. Hope this video taught you something new, and I'll see you in the next one.